Hello, everybody. Your old pal Billy Tucci here, coming to you live via the restream, via the YouTube. I am doing a drawing today for our the She Return of the Warrior Ash Can, which will be done this week and off to the printer. We'll get it from the printer. It'll only take a week or so from the printer, and that'll be off to all of you guys. I guess the week after that. And we are planning right now to launch She Return of the Warrior via crowdfunding on the 29th of October. So stay tuned. We'll see. We want to do it that time. A lot of conventions that I've committed to, that I'm a guest of and I'm appreciative. Next, of course, is the Baltimore Comic-Con, one of the greatest comic book conventions of all time. A real comic book convention put on by the Nathan family, by Mark and Shelley. Just incredible show. What a guest list. What an artist alley. I mean, basically his whole entire convention is an artist alley, which is wonderful. Get to see a lot of great friends. Niall Scala and I will be hosting a panel. I believe it's on Friday. It's the crowdfunding comics panel, and we will have our guests. Will be Ron Randall. We'll have Tom Zoller and a few others. We're just trying to confirm that. Hopefully it's not too late to get them in. But I believe we're going to have Clint from the Nook. And it'd be great to have Clint. Clint, I sent in your name to them and the blurb for it. New York Comic Con kind of got in the way, so we missed the initial PR. Which is totally my fault, but just by putting together all these books, putting together these covers I'm working on, it's been a little crazy. So I hope you guys will join me as I ink Hotaru. This is pretty much my first Hotaru sketch. I've got the camera here, as you can see. That one. And it kind of distorts it a little bit, but you can see her. Let's see if the light get captured. So she's about 17 years old. We're not sure if she's going to be 16 or 17. This is a scene where she will be working out with Yoshitora. So we're going to have her with some kind of a latte or something. I don't know. I see these kids, these teenage kids. My son loves drinking coffee and, of course, her phone, which he always has. But this is Hotaru Ishikawa. Oh, I'm getting a call from Niall Scala. Hang on. Scala, I am live. Is that why you're calling? I am live. Is that why you're calling?
Not at all, my friend.
Oh, I was just...
This call on voicemail, so I gave you a call back.
Well, all right.
You call when you're off the air.
All right, I was just telling them about our fantastic panel at the Baltimore Comic-Con. Very exciting. So I will call you back, my friend. I got to tell you, Niall, if you could stay on for a bit. I'm doing the restream, and I'm streaming through YouTube and through Facebook. And it's working, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I think we're going to try to move, at least in the new year, we'll be moving completely over to YouTube. So,
I think that's a great choice.
Well, thank you, my friend. All right, so I'll talk to you later, and SAD, all right?
SAD, bro.
Later. All right, so if you guys were watching the first couple of minutes in when our little placard was up, we were playing She Part 1 by Christopher Caliendo. Chris is an amazing composer out in Hollywood, and he scores films and TV and things like that. And Chris has put together this amazing interactive comic book experience, which is far more than a simple PDF. You'll be able to download or stream the actual She, the Way of the Warrior Part 1, and we hope to do it with She Return of the Warrior Part 1 with our next Kickstarter. But for this Kickstarter, you will be able to get She, the Way of the Warrior, our very first book. He's hired actors. He's scored the entire thing. He has this great thing where he motions the comic around. He zooms in. It's like a film. It's actually like an animated film of the first issue. And he plans to make all the other issues. And with your support, we'll be able to do that. It'll be one of our pledge levels on on our crowdfunding campaign. We're still trying to figure out how we go. My heart is telling me to go to both Kickstarter and Indiegogo, but since the success we've had with both, but we'll stay tuned. We'll do that. Let me see if anybody's out there and saying hello. I want to see if anybody's watching the YouTube page too, so I can go boom YouTube. But I seen the restream. Victor, how you doing? Good to see Victoria. How are you? Well, I'm going to draw today. I just sketched this little picture of Hotaru out. Again, she's 17 years old. And now I'm going to ink it. It's so funny because when I draw, I draw with the mechanical pencil here. And my lines are very, hard, very, I should actually start inking, and maybe I will play with that too, inking with the cocoa. I have it. I have the whole setup. I just love the brush. I love Silver Age. I love Golden Age comics. I'm echoing? Can't be echoing. Okay, I can see why I'm echoing. Hang on. That should stop the echo, right? Am I stopping the echo now? Is that a little better? Victoria, is that better? Still psyched for the next She campaign. Can't in good conscience support Kickstarter stuff, but I'm psyched you bring it to me. Super Shamu, I've had a big conversation, and I agree with you. I had a big conversation with a bunch of people this weekend about that. And there are some people, and again, I'm a capitalist, so we did really well with our Kickstarter, and I get it. I get that some people don't want to support Kickstarter, or some people don't want to support Indiegogo, but I want to get shit out there to as many people as possible. You know me, I don't care how someone feels. I completely agree with sound versus videos lag by about a second. And that's weird because I am on my 5G network. Well, if you guys don't mind putting up with it, I can actually get rid of this picture of me so you guys don't have to see me. Crowdfunding sniping this year. Yes. Ava, someone's asking if our crowdfunding, a Return of the Warrior crowdfunding campaign is still happening. Yes, right now we are tentative. As long as the ash can gets done, gets to the printer tomorrow, which it should tomorrow this week. It'll get printed in a couple of days. It'll get sent back to us. We're gonna start sending it out hopefully the end of next week or the week after that. Once those books are all shipped, we launch the Return of the Warrior, and right now we have a tentative date for Black Tuesday, which is the 29th of October, and we plan to end it. It is a multi-stream, Jay. I know it's the. I'll talk to Niall about that. It's definitely the multi-stream. And that's why we're gonna just go with YouTube because it's becoming a pain in the butt. I could see it. I could totally see it. And maybe if you guys don't mind, I can just go straight to YouTube and just do a YouTube. Because I am looking at it, and it's the little, my duration is 300 minutes. My settings, let's see what my settings are at. Automatically check for updates. Snap sensitivity, enable system tray, studio mode, multi-view, output. Here we go. 1800, that seems kind of high. Output mode, let me see if I can go, if I switch my output mode. Encoder, order bitrate 160. 18 should be optimum. I'm going to have to go in and see what the optimum is. I know you guys are like, what the hell is he talking about? But I've learned a lot, but it seems like once I turn it off for a while or I unplug it, because I've got to unplug everything when I'm writing at my table back there, I have to unplug everything and put it back up over here. So, I think when I do that, it might kind of mess up the system a little bit or mess up the restreaming. But I am going through restreaming chat. Any idea on the sketch covers of Zombie Sama? Garner, I will be finished with all the sketch covers for Zombie Sama. I think I have 30 more to do. They will all be done. I'm almost done with all the interior of the hardbounds. The sketch cover, everything will go out next week. So that's all going out next week. Boom. If you ordered that, the She Ashcan book will go out the week after. So if you got a sketch cover and the ash can level. Those will go out the week after next. Everything is going out this month. I am pumped. It looks fantastic. We did a lot of changes with with the story. And made it better. It's just it's almost like when I first came up with the Way of the Warrior, the original storyline, and I got together with Peter Gutierrez, who was my co-scripter on the story. He just came in with more and co-story guy, and he came in with so much of his own story ideas and little things to enhance the original story ideas that I had, and just to add to it, and it just made it so much better. So that was fantastic, and that's just what happened with this. It's amazing how 25 years later you could have a similar experience, but you really want what's best for the property and for you guys. You guys deserve the best. If you've waited this long for a new She comic, which is, again, we've done about 70 issues of She. We did them from 1994 to 2005, maybe 75, maybe 100. I don't even remember. I should put them all together because we did so many different miniseries and one-shots. But I just think that you guys deserve the best story possible. And I want to put out the best story possible because I haven't done this for so long that I want it to be fantastic. So my mic is echoey, son of a gun. Maybe it's I'm going to switch the mic. I don't think we touched anything, but let me see if I play with this. Text. Anything here? You guys hear that? Is that a little better? Is the echo better? You guys going to help me because I'm going to play with the gain here. No, that's that. Ready? How is that? Is that echo better? Garner, can I pay extra to get it a little better? Okay, Jay, how about this? Is this a little better? Anyone? A little better? A little better. Little better. Is it getting better? Is this better right here? Say something. Hello. Is this a little better? Or am I completely off? Worse. All right, the hell with it. If you guys don't mind putting up with it. How do you feel about Mike Miller being rejected by Kickstarter? I didn't know Mike Miller was rejected by Kickstarter. Well, that sucks. I don't like anyone. Lower the gain. I have lowered the gain. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to lower it to the middle. The gain is going to be centered. Who just asked that? Someone just asked that. Let me go back up. Ava. I didn't know that he got rejected by Kickstarter. That's awful. I don't know why. I don't know which project it's for. Is it for a new one or is it for Lone Star? I'm not sure. I don't like to see any creator being rejected for something. I don't know I don't know the details of it. I kind of been at New York Comic Con since Wednesday, so I've kind of been, and then I didn't sleep Monday or Tuesday. I had to finish 2 covers, but I got them out, got them done. And then just the New York Comic Con, and as I posted yesterday, it was really fantastic not being on social media. A little loud. All right, hang on. You guys are killing me. I'm going to move my mic back. Is that better? A little better? It's worse. Oh, shit. Worse. I see well, you know what? I'm going to start drawing. If you guys look at me, you guys see me, that's great. Let me know if how do I sound now? Right now. How are we doing right now? Check 1, 2. Check. This is definitely in my settings. Let's call. Call now, Scala. We're going to check why they get. I'm going to put Niall on speaker, and I'm going to check why we worked it out last time. Am I better or worse? It's fine for now. Thank you, Jay. Just leave it. Yeah. So New York Comic Con was just crazy. It was and just I got bombarded with our Amazing Spidey Sheet number 300 books sold out. If I had 100 on them on Wednesday, it would have sold out on Wednesday. We brought a little each day, but they were gone by Saturday morning. They were gone Thursday and Friday. They were. All right, Scala's not there. So it was just really busy. So I haven't been on social media. And then yesterday I was just tired. Even Debbie let me sleep this morning, and took the kids to school, which is great, the boys. And but now I'm back at it, back at work. I'm ready to rock and roll. Got to do, we had script pages to the ash can, but I'm going to have these little character designs. And as I said, here's Hotaru and his daughter, who is 17 years old. She's in her little workout gear. They're going to make her 16. Keep her a little young for a while. And Jay, you brought the last, so I think you did, Jay. I think you did buy the last 2 books. So let's see. Lone Star. So it's Miller's book was Lone Star Fighting Violent Hispanic Gang MS-13. Was discrimination? No, can't be. That can't be. The Savage MS-13 that's ravaging, where I live out here on Long Island, about 30 miles away or so. So wait, so Lone Star's fighting MS-13, and Kickstarter discriminated it, saying that, Kickstarter rejected it because he said that was discrimination? I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta look that up. I haven't been online, so I don't know. All I know is I had a great time at New York Comic Con this past weekend. Mike Nagan put on the greatest Artist Alley. There were 500 people in Artist Alley, but he had to reject 2,000 of them, which was crazy. But it was wonderful. It was great seeing so many old friends, seeing so many new friends, getting to hang out with people, getting to hang out with Chris Claremont, and I missed John Byrne. Dang it! Someone said John Byrne was there. I missed him. But seeing so many of my friends, working at Ethan Van Sciver made a guest star appearance. He just showed up, me and Brian Fleeter there, and Isaac, and all of a sudden, boom, he pops up like, hey, he gave me a copy of Cyber Frog, which is still packed away with my books. I did pledge for it, too, so I don't know if that's my copy. I'm sure it is. I can't ask for more, but the book looked beautiful. And it's got a real chromium cover, and Brian Fleeter looked at me, Brian goes, it's real chromium. He goes, that ain't cheap. So that was great seeing him, and it was funny to see he was going up to everyone saying hello, and we need a little more of that. We need people to interact with one another. You've got a lot of people have lost their minds since this 2000 election, since the 2016 election. They really did, and it's time to grow up. And I hope I'm trying to be, and of course I'm one of the most immature people in the whole damn world that I know. But if I can be the adult in the room, that's what I'll be. I don't have any beefs with anyone. I mean, you have a beef with me, and if you directly, you affect my family directly or myself, then we have a friggin' problem, and then everything's going to change. But until then, we can disagree on things. We're all in this together. We're all artists. We're all Americans. And I guess judging from me being a huge history buff and seeing that this country was torn apart by real. This country was put at stake and endangered and in jeopardy, and the democracy was in jeopardy for real reasons, for real fears, like the Civil War, or you had things like World War II, or the Japanese Americans that were interned by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, 125,000 Japanese Americans, just because either the parents or the grandparents or they were born in Japan. So. That's a real tragedy. That's something that you should really protest about. You don't get your way in an election, grow up. You win the next one. That's all you got to do. If you don't think the guy's doing a good job, don't vote for him. That's the bottom line. So enough of that. Again, I will check it out. Ava, all I see is there's so much negativity online. And I did go on last night a little bit, but just talking. I just did New York Comic Con. So much garbage going on. So many nobodies trying to make a name for themselves, I feel. And just a lot of hate, a lot of negativity, a lot of toxicity. And I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that at all. I'm here to make comics. So that's that. So, and speaking of that, we are making this right here. We're going to draw. I'm going to ink it. Just because I'm having fun inking it. I drew this up this morning. I don't know, about 5 minutes or so. I did Hotaru, working her out. Anna Ishikawa's 16-year-old daughter. She's in a workout costume, because she does go to Catholic school, and she'll be in a Catholic school costume in the beginning. But later on, she'll be training. Did I say that? say that, but anyway, that's that. So let's do this. Let's see where we're going. Are you going to see the Joker movie? Yeah, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see Downton Abbey too. So we'll see. I don't have a lot of time for this. We got 2 shows this week, and 2 crowdfunding comic shows this week, and I got work to do. Got American Legion meeting tonight, our monthly meeting, so I got to do that. And but I'll get to the movies. Maybe if nothing's going on Friday night, I'll see if Debbie wants to go see it. I don't think Matthew can see it, right, guys? My 13-year-old who wants to see it, but we got to talk about that. Someone said Brian Pulido. Lady Death is cool. I back all of Brian's books. Yes, Ava. Lady Death is cool. Brian Pulido is cool. Francesca Pulido is cool. And I am sworn. I have my Lady Death. Look at that. My badass coin. Look at this camera go. Sworn. Fantastic. Fantastic coin. Got a couple of coins, actually. But trying to see. I got the... I need a damn monitor over here. So I think I'm going to move my monitor here. But this is one of my Lady Death coins. And I had it in my pocket, and I forgot to pull it out to Brian and show him. But I will be, Brian and Fran Polito are putting on the Tucson Comic-Con. They are one of the promoters of that show. And that will be the first weekend in November, and Deborah and I are going to that. And I can't wait to see you guys. So let's start to ink a little bit. Howard, Airborne. Airborne all the way, buddy. Tara, how are you? Good to see you. So let's start inking. I switched to this number 2 brush. Mark McKenna, legendary inker Mark McKenna and comic creator himself, suggested I go to a number 2. I was using a number 1. And, no, this is a 1. This is my number 2. I don't want to use number 1. I want to use number 2. Well, we'll play the number 1 first, and then we'll go to the number 2. See, I automatically switch to that number 1 brush, and I love the idea of a really fine brush, but I seem to be kind of heavy-handed. And again, I think that's because I am such a fan of the Golden Age and the Silver Age. I love John Tartaglione's inks. I love, I just love that. I love those bold, John Buscema, Sal Buscema lines. I could never do it myself, but, God, I love it so. Let's do the 1. If anyone's an inker out there, let me know why you guys prefer the number 2 to number 1. Or if you guys are inkers and use the number 1, let me know why you prefer that one. So there she is. And yes, if you guys notice that I did post that I did break my finger at the New York Comic Con, but on the other hand, I'm just fine. That was a joke, guys. Get it? Please let me know you got it. Make her eyes a little bit bigger because she is a kid. Alright. Give her some Jennifer Connelly-like eyebrows. I get nervous every time I ink. Especially the faces. I don't know why. I'm going to switch to that number 2. Let's see why I switched. Let's see why. Because I did a Bloodshot cover and I really liked using the number 2 in it. The paper towel here is getting pretty worn. And believe it or not, I get a thinner line using this number too. Will Mitch Brightweiser be on your podcast to promote The Futurist and his other two books? Mitch was one of our very first guests on Crowdfunding Comics, and I'd love to have him back on. I got to see with him if he could fit the schedule. We're getting so many requests. Thank you all very much. We're getting so many requests. I don't know if I'm on the camera. To go on to the show that we're going to actually start consolidating our shows and bringing more guests on. To actually have the guests on for like maybe 20 minutes or so. So we can get more people on, which would be nice. And instead of having someone there for an hour or so or 2 hours, I think if we can have a guest on, Niall will go on, Niall and I will be on, and Frank Amazing, and we get a few more guests. We have Mitch on for 20 minutes. We have Brian Polito on for 20 minutes. We have Bo Smith on for 20 minutes. Dave Ryan, a bunch of people that we're fitting because the show has grown so much, which is awesome, which is fantastic. But we're like, we gotta start to do that. So we'll see if we can start to consolidate the shows, make the shows quicker, make them shorter. We do them live, which is nice. Martina Marcota agreed to come on to our show, but she is in London. So it's going to be like, how do we work that out? Because our shows are done, in the evening, so maybe we'll tape the show with Martina, or have her, or we'll even do a live Saturday show. So we'll see about that. So here's Hotaru, and she is a little whippersnapper. In the comic, you wonder why her name might be Hotaru, might be Ishikawa, and that's who this is. This is Hotaru Ishikawa, and that is because Anna married Pete Denise. They had Hotaru. But Pete, if any of you guys remember reading the She comics, Pete became a vigilante. And he rode around New York City, basically, just a badass. But I want to have it that he got pinched, because crime does not pay. So Pete's in jail for at least another 5 years. And I like that idea because I want, with the Return of the Warrior story, is that, Anna is, basically, Anna has left the Naginata behind. Her warrior days are far behind her. And it all comes back. And I love the idea now that even though she hasn't been in training, she hasn't been, active really, the Shadow War is over with the victory to the Narans. What I'd like to do is have that Anna hasn't had a comic book because she hasn't needed it. She had a nice, calm life, raising her daughter. She's a workaholic. She is now the cultural curator of the Brooklyn Botanic Gardens in New York City. And her warrior days, everything is behind her, then it all comes back. And I like the idea that without Pete there too, that things are, it just ups the ante for her. It ups the stakes. So we'll be going live talking about that a lot. And that's another thing with Crowdfunding Comics, is that I got to start promoting my stuff too. Niall and I do this, and Frank Amazing, all, in our spare time. We love it. We love doing it, the book, but, we love doing the show. But, we haven't had a show in a week and a half just because of Niall, with his work stuff. So, but we're gonna, if we start consolidating our episodes, we'll have a lot more guests on. And we're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is pretty wonderful. And we'll just keep, we'll keep it up. We'll keep going, and you'll see a lot of the show. We would always do 2 or 3 shows a week. So we come back tomorrow. So. Will you do more covers for Ron Z of Samurai of Oz? Ooh, I hope so. I think I'm going to see Ron in Phoenix. So we'll talk. I'd love to do one for him. What a great concept. He's an awesome guy. He really is. I just really like him. Again, he's just full of positive energy. And that's the kind of people you want in your life. So I'm also going to do a sketch. I'll do a character design of Anna today. Today I will do it, but I don't know if I'll stream it. Maybe I will this evening. I'll stream it. But I want to do a character sketch of Anna, of Yoshitora. Bigger brush will hold more ink, Billy. Thank you, Mr. Beatty. Thank you. That makes perfect sense, and I see that right now. And I am getting a nice line, John. I am getting a nice thin line when I need to be. So, let's go. We're going to go with this one. And I noticed that when I was doing the Deadpool cover that it did hold a lot more line. I was inking a lot more. Daniel, good to see you. Do you do more? Okay, there we go. Yes, Tapper on tip of the big brush is fine. Yes, it is, John. And thank you. Oh, thank you, Tara. She's a cutie. She's a little spitfire. That's what she is for sure. Yeah, this is just a character sketch. I'm having fun with it. I'm not going to go too crazy. If you guys would like, I could play some of Caliendo's music. Would you guys like to hear some of that? Another one, the only Chris who called me. Chris, I don't know if you're out there. You called me today, but Debbie and I were in the middle of organizing the shipping out of these... or our meeting, or we had our meeting because we didn't have it yesterday because we were both just tired of shipping out the New York Comic Con exclusives. So we were trying to work that all out, and there's I think Yom Kippur starts today. So a salute to all of our Jewish friends out there, and the kids are off of school, so they'll be able to. We're going to put them to work. Varel, it did go great, buddy. It did. It went fantastic. And Varel, I have your pages. I think you ordered the ash can. The ash can will be shipping in a few weeks. I think 2 weeks, not next week, but the week after next, the ash can will be shipping. Yes, got it. So you'll get all your package. You'll get your original art, all that, Varel. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Thank you for being patient with all of us. Yeah, Jay wants to know when are we going to have a cigar and whiskey. Well, Jay, we will be doing that at Baltimore Comic Con. You just having heart surgery, though. I don't know if it's the right thing for you to do. But we'll be doing it in Baltimore. I don't know if you're going to Baltimore, but let us know. It's going to be Isaac Con. My brother Isaac Snowden It's putting it together. It'll be Saturday night. So if you're coming down, Jay, let me know. And you could join us. We'd love to have you. Or anyone else for that matter out there. Oh, did she have? Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, you got to forgive us too, and thank you for that about the overseas shipping and all, because we too thick. When it comes to overseas shipping, Ava had asked on YouTube about that. She says Deborah was wonderful, has wonderful customer service, sorted out an international shipping problem I had flawlessly. And thank you guys for that. Thank you, Ava, for that. It's crazy that we had 1,300 backers for Zombie Sama, and we thank each and every one of you for that. And it's just like, wow, we did not, because we only had 240 backers for the American Kickstarter Apparel, American Crusade Apparel Kickstarter for to raise money for vet ticks and for our hoodies and stuff. So that's not a bad idea. I gotta check an inventory for that. See if we can do a. Yeah, line's too thick. Yeah. Oh well. Oh yeah, you got a nice thin line. Yeah. Now I'm figuring this out. Oh, today is Kelly Kristen's birthday. Hello. Happy birthday, Kelly. Happy birthday. Yes, Dynamite, I know, has started shipping those books out. The Vampirella She. That's all them. And I remember I signed a whole bunch of cards, and I gave them trading cards for their Vampirella thing. For their Vampirella campaign. What is that? She has her coffee. So I had if anybody's a baseball fan out there, I got some interesting bit of trivia for you. That the 2010s, I guess he officially end this year, right? Because then next year will be the 2020s. This is the only decade since their existence that the New York Yankees have not been in the World Series. Last time last time they were in the World Series was 2009. Which is amazing. So since their existence, the Yankees in every decade have at least been in one World Series game. Series has been at least one World Series, and if they don't, this time they won't. I'm gonna add some white to that. I'll wipe that out. I made that a little too dark right there, so sloppy. But again, this is a character design, so I'm kind of having fun with it. I'm actually trying to figure her out a little bit. I mean, how come you never transitioned to digital drawing on the computer with a Waco? I don't know. I don't really like it. I see it. I see the advantages of it, especially with, like, say, roughs. Do all the roughs, all the layouts on it, and then maybe start to ink it. But, I got to tell you, I love, putting pencil to paper. I love, the ink. I love the old school stuff. I love books still. I've never read a comic I never read anything on a tablet. Not even really a big fan of audiobooks. I mean, I've listened to a few things on audiobooks. But personally, I prefer, I like the old school stuff. I like the 40s, I know, because you can play with things. You can play with the lines, like this line, which I don't like. Was never into it, I gotta be honest with you. You could zoom in, you know what I mean? You could get great detail with stuff, but some guys are doing it. Some guys and gals, a lot of people are using it actually, but for me, there's no school like the old school. You guys want to listen to a little bit of music. Renee, how are you? Good to see you, Renee. I got someone joining us from YouTube. Hello, Renee. Alright, let's switch to a different brush. Brush I never used before. See it? Okay. It's up to when you're trying to draw and you have to look at the camera to make sure that that you guys out there can see the art too. It's amazing that when you ink, the more confidence you have, you just go for it when you're inking something. You just go for it and do it. It comes out great. When you get nervous and you kind of hesitate or you stutter, and you're not sure of yourself, that's when you can make mistakes. The best inkers in the world are the really confident ones. Got to see my friend Phyllis Novin this weekend. Phyllis is an amazing, amazing inker. She, one of my favorite inkers that I've worked on. She can do hair. I love, if you guys see, I love, to draw the hair. And I always mess up the hair when I ink it. Again, this is just, just for the character design for the ash can. But when it comes to doing actual hair for covers and stuff, I kind of, again, I get a little nervous, like I was saying not to. Telling other people, I don't practice what I preach because I do get nervous when I start working on my pages and stuff like that. And I think Mike Allred is a really is an incredibly confident artist. He actually said that about Darwin Cook, which Darwin totally was. Darwin had full confidence in his abilities and just went with it, and his work shows. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm not even doing her hand yet. Hotaru's hand. I'm already filling in these blacks. I like that. I should have carried that over. Carry that down. Oh well. King Sarah. I can go with some white later on. That's not fun. play some music for you guys for 5 minutes. How about that? Let's play some music by Christopher Caliendo. Chris scored the soundtrack. It's going to be about 4 minutes. The soundtrack is 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Christopher put together this amazing, as I said, if you guys were listening to me before, an amazing digital comic experience where he added where he hired actors, real actors, to do the voices, to actually turn it into almost like animation, She the Way of the Warrior, with a full score, and he is just incredible. It's going to be a level on our Kickstarter. I think it might be the $20 level, just because it's of all the work he put into it and all the money he put into it, hiring people, etc. Let's see, let's fix that. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. She's kind of turning, but what are you going to do? Oh well. Yeah, it's just a character, isn't it? You lay something out and get it done, right? Okay, so let's play a little bit of She Part 1, the soundtrack. We'll start from the beginning. While I ink. Alright. That was 4 minutes. Alright, not too shabby. Well, guys, I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, it's just a character design. Here's some kind of cool sneakers. College Debbie sneakers called balloons. They're all little white sneakers. And she wears her balloons. So here she is, guys. So that's just Hotaru. Let's make her coffee steaming. Maybe she's having some tea. But there she is. Hotaru Ishikawa. So, alright guys. There she is. You'll see her. She will be debuting in Return of the Warrior. Will be the first appearance of her. Oh well. Learning some things. Can't wait to break the green screen out so I can make myself real small. You can see me, I'll be cut out, which will be nice. I got to set up the green screen with the Blevins Media Center. Where's my tape? Oh, my tape. I'll put this bad boy up with our official Crusade Comics art board. So there she is, guys. Thank you all for joining me. You guys are awesome. Let me just say hello. Great seeing you again, Scott. Scott, as always, so wonderful to see you. I got to do a better drawing for that San Diego Comic-Con Comic Book Legal Defense Fund piece. I think that's what it was for. I got to do a far better one. The jam piece has got to be better. I got to do something better. It was so busy. I'll fix it. I'll fix the jam piece up. I'll add some inks to it because there's some amazing art in that. So, everyone have a great day. My little Hotaru, our quick little Hotaru, here she is. Anna Ishikawa's daughter. When we dry, we'll erase that. Or maybe I won't even leave it. I like seeing all the lines and stuff. So, everyone have a great day. Great Tuesday. You guys are Yankee fans? Well, let's go Yanks. I'm a Yankee fan. Everybody else, good luck with your teams. It's baseball. It's playoffs. It's fantastic. It's hockey season. So that's that. So I'll see you guys around. I will see you guys next at the Baltimore Comic Con on October 19th and 20th, I believe. That weekend. The following week, on Friday, I will be back at my old alma mater, the Fashion Institute of Technology, for the second annual Diversity Comic Con. Debbie and I will be there. And then Saturday, we will be at the Great Southern New Hampshire Comic Bash, which will be up in Nashua, New Hampshire, on the 26th of October. The weekend after that, I will be heading out to Tucson for the Tucson Comic Con. And that's it for now. Then I have 2 weeks later will be the Winter Con in November. We'll see the Winter Con in New York, and also then December will be the Big Apple Comic Con. And I think we are giving away. We're making a special A Child Is Born Christmas comic edition to give away for free for everyone who comes in. Probably limited to 500 or so. Or 1,500. I'm not sure. Everyone have a great day. Be a great stocking stuffer for you guys. So go Wings, yeah. All right, you guys are looking great, Wings, Victor. So everyone have a great day. Go Lightning. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Lightning. So you guys have a great day. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Gonna have my buddy Mike come over. We're gonna put together the covers for the Ash Can. Get that to our printer, Anthony Delaney, at Artist Express Printing, so that can get printed. Tomorrow we get the guts to it. Get that printing. To the printer, get that all printed, get that back to us by next week, and start shipping it out. There's my wife. So, on that, talk to you guys later. Bye.